Hi, and welcome to What's New in EDMCS July 2018. I'm Rich Magee from interRel Consulting. EDMCS has come a long way since its early 2018 release. Today we'll go over what's new as of July. There are some exciting new features and improvements, so let's take a look at this list one at a time with a bit more detail. The topics we'll discuss are subscriptions, requests, list viewpoint sorting enhancements, new compares, labels for Excel workbooks, new features for property loading, new features in EPM Automate, and migration improvements. Subscriptions are new, and it's a biggie. Let's say I have an application that depends on keeping my accounts current with any changes made to the source accounts. You can subscribe your application to the appropriate source, and your hierarchies and nodes will update with changes from the source that you have subscribed to. You can also receive a notification of the change and approve it before it is written to the hierarchy or node. You are able to subscribe to changes in viewpoints across multiple EDMCS applications. If any problems during an update surface, the issue will be routed to the appropriate owner. Email notifications for subscriptions can be sent if the user needs to review the change before submission, resolve any validation issues, or be advised of a change made to their subscribed view. Request types advise users of how a request was processed in EDMCS. There are two types of requests: interactive, which means the request was created then manually submitted by a user. The other type is a subscription, which may be manually submitted or automatically submitted as part of the subscription process. Sort order for list viewpoints is now by node creation date, with the latest nodes at the top of the list. List viewpoints are no longer resorted when adding, renaming, and searching nodes. Comparing nodes has improved, since you can compare for differences in relationships as well as property values. You can compare lists and hierarchy viewpoints. Relationship compares only work against hierarchy viewpoints. When you are using side-by-side mode in a viewpoint, locate tries to find the same node that has the same parent in the target viewpoint versus the source. If the locate nodes fails when checking the source parent against the target parent, it will find the first location in the target viewpoint. You can now create a label that becomes the worksheet name for an Excel file. This enables smoother uploads and downloads of Excel worksheets. There are cases where you must use labels. If you are loading or downloading requests from a file and your viewpoint name is greater than 30 characters long, then you must use labels. When you download a viewpoint to a file, or are generating subscription request files, you must also use a label if your viewpoint name is greater than 30 characters. There are improvements to loading properties from a file source. There is a prop update code that you can use to update a node's current properties. There is also a blank indicator so that you can update a property to a blank if the target node's property allows. The EPM Automate Utility has been upgraded with the July release. There's a command called Copy File from Instance that allows you to copy a file from a source environment to a target environment. The command would be run from the target environment. The list files and delete files commands are now in line with other file operations. The list files command now includes available files and snapshots in an environment. The delete files command can now delete files and snapshots from an environment. Migration improvements have been separated into two different scenarios: backup and export. A backup can clone environments. For example, you would clone your production environment to a test environment. This would enable you to troubleshoot or develop independent of production. The export can create a hand-picked collection of artifacts from an environment. A use case for this would be to export the artifacts that you've tested to create an interim import for a production environment. There are some artifacts that cannot be exported. You would see those grayed out and therefore not selectable. Well, that about wraps it up for what's new in EDMCS July 2018. Have a great day. See you next time.